Hey, my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well, and welcome to this Monday guidance reading. Just want to say before we look at this week's cards, a huge thank you to everybody that came to support me over in Frome at Foxy's Den on Saturday night. It was an amazing show. I'm still buzzing. I thought it was a really cool night, a beautiful evening. I've had so much beautiful sort of positive feedback. So just want to say, if you came to that show, if you supported it, thank you so much. As ever, thank you to the guys at Foxy's Den, because they always go over and above to make me feel very loved, very welcome. And yeah, it was just a really cool night. And like I say, when you get those kind of comments and validations coming back from people, it's what it's all about. It just makes the evening really beautiful, very special. Although I did have one person, and you know, just literally one person is the only sort of that I've heard who wasn't so keen on my show, who came over to me at the end of the night and said that she came in a skeptic and she was leaving a skeptic. And you know, that's also okay, because with mediumship, I'm not here to convert, I'm not here to change belief systems. It's actually not what it's about, you know. And it was a shame that she couldn't sort of feel the love and the sort of the magic within the room for whatever reason, you know. But I'm not going to apologize for my style of mediumship, because I can only work the way I work, and spirit will go where they need to go. And it's really interesting, because I was sort of thinking about this and talking to my guides about this the other day, actually. Like, could I have done anything different to sort of maybe make that lady feel more secure about it? And spirit literally said to me, mediumship is a little bit like having a three-way. I was like, oh, okay. But what they mean from, so spirit to medium to receiver, three people have to play their part in being open to receive the message. If you've got spirit coming in, mediumship coming forward, and then you've got a third party that isn't maybe open to receive, or is not ready to hear, or wants things so specifically, you haven't got that currency of flow. And so messages can sometimes become blocked. Energies sometimes don't go to where they could go, because, you know, as I always say with my nights, please come with an open mind and an open heart. So it's not a criticism, it's not like a negative, it's just an observation. But I found it really interesting that spirit said, think of it as a three-way, and it does make sense. Anyway, for those that did enjoy my night, thank you so much. And for those that weren't, you know, overly impressed, I will try better next time. But hey, I can only be me, and that's all it is. So what's happening this week? I think we definitely have to work with my deck this week, which is the Guided Paws Tarot. So really proud of this deck. This is a charity deck that I created to help Somerset and Dorset Animal Rescue Centre, which are based in Wincanton. And I have the complete pleasure and honour of actually doing one of their events this coming Sunday, but we'll talk about that very soon. So let's look at the cards. So these are the cards. So gonna give them a knock, gonna give them a shuffle. Let's see what the messages are, let's see what the energies are for this Monday and the coming week ahead. Channeling the cards for the highest of good. Let's see what's happening, let's see what's going on, let's see what we need to be aware of. Okay, so we have got the Eight of Sticks. Now, Eight of Sticks in this deck would be the equivalent to the Eight of Wands in more conventional tarot. So Eight of Sticks, lots of things happening quite fast. Eight of Sticks is usually like kind of a fast-paced card, lots of movement. So it can be sort of seen in two ways. Comes in a lot when there's lots of change, lots of movement, things happening very quickly. So communication, if you've been waiting for stuff, if things have felt a little bit blocked or a little bit hindered, you may well find that things start to move very fast, very quickly. So projects, ideas, communications, anything that you've been in a bit of a space of limbo land, be ready for some sort of gear shifting, be ready for some positive changes, because that is going to sort of present itself, that's going to start to happen. This card also shows a lot when there's travel, so it could be some of you are planning sort of travel, this week. It could be travel with work, it could be holidays, and that could be travel abroad or overseas, or it could be just going to new sort of destinations, new spaces, and maybe some travel in this country as well. So maybe just some like little kind of day trips or some afternoon travel or whatever. But definitely there's going to be this feeling of movement with this card. Everything's about movement. But what I love with this is all the kind of wands, they've all got the shoots which are opening up, so things are sort of flourishing, things are blossoming. So if things have felt quite stagnant and quite stuck and quite restrictive, change is happening, change is on the horizon. Also, if you think of the number 8, and if you were to draw the number 8 like down on like a piece of paper, there's no break in that number. So 8 comes in a lot when there's sort of like growth and transformation. There's no sort of starting, there's no middle, there's no end. It's just a complete transfer of frequency, a complete transfer of energy to like a higher place of being. So this is an interesting card, but a movement. I feel like it definitely like movement in all areas, and it feels fun, it feels safe. But if you've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed by some stuff going on around you, then just, pull back and prioritize a little bit, because sometimes where things happen very quickly, it can feel a little bit overwhelming. This shows a lot when people are manifesting and they've been really putting their intentions out there quite highly, quite frequently, and perhaps not believing that things are going to come forward. And then all of a sudden, all these things that they've been trying to manifest come in one hit. They come in together, and it's a bit like, oh my god, I asked for it, I wanted it, but now that it's actually presenting itself, it can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelming. So that's where the prioritizing needs to happen and take place. But I hope you can make sense of this. An interesting card this week. So what do I need to let you know about? 2 very exciting events happening. So this coming Friday, I am going to be over at Colour and Crystals, and I'm going to be doing an evening of private one-to-one readings. So if you're interested in sort of seeing me, pop Joe a message or Donna a message at Colour and Crystals, and the guys can get you booked in for that. Great to sort of see everybody. And then I'm having a little bit of a cheeky day off on Saturday, and then on Sunday I am going to be doing a really exciting charity sort of dog sort of show, which is for Somerset and Dorset Animal Rescue Centre. So they're putting on a dog fete, so it's going to be awesome. They've got dog shows, they've got various stalls. Mum's going to be there with her pitch as well, so we're sharing like a double sort of gazebo tent space. So Mum will be in there with her sort of bits and pieces, and I will be in there doing readings. I am actually fully booked for those readings already, so wow, I do feel quite overwhelmed. So thank you very much if you've secured your space to see me, and £5 from each of those readings will be getting donated directly to the guys at Somerset and Dorset Animal Rescue Centre. Anybody that purchases one of my decks, because those will be on sale as well, half the profits from the deck also go to the charity. And a lot of the dogs featured in this particular tarot deck are from the rescue centre. They're a mix of my clients' dogs and also dogs from the rescue centre directly. So it's going to be a really beautiful day. So it's 11 till 4. Come along, get involved. It's a free entry event happening over in Somerset and Dorset Animal Rescue Centre, which is in Wincanton. So it'll be great to see some of you lovelies there if you're free and if you're around. And then the following week, just to let you know, I've got Zooms the following week, but from the Friday of the following week, I'm going off grid and I'm having a complete week off. So it was Friday to Friday, because then I'm going to go and have some chill time down in Cornwall. I'm actually going to be booking and having a bit of a cheeky holiday down in Newquay with my 2 favourite boys, my husband and my dog. So very excited for that. And we're not tying it in with any sort of tour dates or shows, which I often do. So it's going to be nice to have a proper holiday, a proper switch off, a proper detachment from everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome. And then when I come back in the business, I'm going straight into sort of some reads. So I will be doing Hungerford on the Saturday when I'm back in the business, and then Martok on the Sunday, so a double weekender, which I tend not to do too much, but I will be doing that one. So lots of fun stuff happening. But like I say, thank you so much for the love, thank you so much for the support, thank you so much again from everyone that supported Foxy's Den on sort of Saturday night. I hope you can make sense of the message with this card this week. So just go kind of a little bit kind of careful in terms of prioritizing, but be open to really good news, be open to positivity, because it's coming in with this, and hopefully some travel and some fun. So I will leave it with you. Have a beautiful week ahead. Look after yourselves, and I will catch up very soon. Take care. Bye for now.